Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Now today we are back for another video on League One. Now 8 months ago we did do our final League One predictions, and let's be honest, a lot of them are wrong, but I tell you something, I think I've done better than I normally do. We're going to go through where I put each team and how I got on with my predictions. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. We're closing in now on 7,000 subscribers and I need your help. Let's get on with the video. So last I put Wigan Athletic, and again they stayed up with a couple of games to go under Liam Richardson. Again, under administration, got new owners now. Again, they finished 20th in the league, 4 places up. Then I put them in back in August. Again, not the greatest of predictions. I said they were dead and buried. I didn't think they had any hope. But again, they've had a good year, great character, and they deserve to stay up. Second bottom, I put Rochdale. They finished 21st and went down. So, again, not a bad prediction. I predicted them to go down. They went down, but a bit higher than I expected them to. But again, not a bad prediction for the day. I just thought it was one step too many. The first one I got correct, I put Northampton Town to finish 22nd, and they finished 22nd. So I got 2 out of 4 correct out the bottom 4. I also put Accrington Stanley to finish 21st. They finished 11th. I predicted them to finish 10 places lower than they already did. Accrington Stanley are a club that defy the odds, and again have made me look like an absolute muppet. What do I know? So I had a bottom 4, 1 that finished a place above the relegation zone, 2 that went down, 1, you always going to have one stinker that you say is going to go down and doesn't. That was Accrington this season. Then I had MK Dons to finish 20th. They finished 13th, so 7 places above what I expected them to. MK Dons had a great season under Russell Martin. Again, that process, passing the ball, key possession. They lost a few key players in January, and Richard Keogh being the main one. But they've got a good squad as well. They strengthened as well. Looking at them again, I think they'll go better and stronger next year. Potentially looking at the top, the top 10 or even possibly the top 6. You never know. Again, one of my worst predictions. 19th. Another one correct. AFC Wimbledon, again, got them right. Finished 19th. They had a good end of the season and a buzzing. I got that one. I had Wimbledon finished 19th and they finished 19th. Shrewsbury I predicted to finish 18th. They finished 17th, which again, in and around where I predicted, only a couple of points off as well. So again, not a bad prediction. I predicted Shrewsbury will be more than safe. But again, a bit lower than what I predicted them back at the start of the season. Then I predicted Bristol Rovers to finish 17th. Now, of all the predictions I predicted, this is the one I got hell of abuse for. Rovers, 17th? Have you not seen our transfer business? We're going to be well higher. Well, turns out they finished 24th and only got 38 points. So, again, -7 places below what I put them. Not the best of predictions, and Joey Barton's Bristol Rovers will be in League 2 next season. Another team that we got wrong by -7 positions, Swindon Town. They did win yesterday against Wigan Athletic, but I predicted them to finish 16th and they finished 23rd. Awful, awful, awful. And let's just forget these predictions. Let's just never do them again because we're always wrong. Swindon Town had an awful season. The manager left about 8 games in. They brought John Sheridan in. Then he left with 4 games to go, needing 12 points minimum to stay up. They're always going to go down. Swindon Town finished 23rd and definitely not 16th. In 15th, I predicted Burton Albion. They finished 16th. Again, 1 position below where I expected them to. They brought some good players in the summer. Kane Hemmings being one. He got quite a few goals this season in League One. They started poor. And then again brought Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Dino in. What a job they've done. And again lifted into 15th, well above the relegation zone. And a pretty good end of the season. Charlton, 14th. Now, this is the problem when they had administration problems. They hardly had any of the players, and the manager was apparently leaving. But Bowyer did stay, did leave halfway through the season. Nigel Atkins came in, and they finished 7th. So another one that I've got wrong by -7 positions. But again, they missed out on the playoffs. Charlton will go again, and they'll definitely be higher up in my predictions next year, depending on who they bring in, of course. 13th, I predicted Doncaster, and they finished 14th. So I don't think that is a bad prediction at all. You know, they started the season ever so well, but ended awfully, you know, conceding goals. The manager left, the best player, Ben Whiteman, left. So it was always going to be an uphill battle. And again, not a bad prediction. One place out. I think that's not a bad move. And another one correct, our third one dead on correct. We predicted Crewe Alexander to finish halfway through the pack and be one of the highest teams from the promotion teams out of it. Not the highest because they have Plymouth Argyle still to come, but to have a good season and finish 12th. They finished 12th. Not a bad prediction. And Dave Artell, I think he goes unnoticed with the job he's done. I think he's had a good year. Lincoln, I had 11th. They finished 5th. So again, 6 places below what I expected. They've had a great year. Michael Appleton's had a really good season. He brought some good players in, and they continue to divide the odds. They're in the playoffs and made me look like a mug, predicting them to finish a mid-table side. They started well, ended, you know, went on a bit of a bad run, but ended strong as well again. So again, another one that finished higher than I expected. Plymouth Argyle, I predicted 10th. 10th. They ended 18th. But Plymouth, again, they started the season well and then faded off towards the end. They were conceding a lot of goals. Jeff got dried up. He scored so many goals in the first half of the season, but didn't score many in the second half of the season. And that's probably a good reason why they didn't do so well in that second half of the season. At 9th, I put Gillingham. They ended up finishing 10th. So again, a 1 place below. Steve Evans, what a guy, what a manager. You know, Oliver up front getting goals as well. You've got Graham, you know, scoring goals. You've got Kyle Dempsey adding to them as well. So it's good to see for the Gills, and they'll go again stronger next year. I tip them to have a top 10 finish. They get that, and a good season for the Gills. Oxford 8th. Another one outside the playoffs that got into the playoffs were Oxford. 2 places below. They could have finished 8th if they would have lost yesterday, but a win takes them into the playoffs. And again, not the baddest of predictions, not the best, but Oxford in and around the playoffs. I predicted they got in, proved me wrong, and let's see what they can do in the playoffs, but not great. At 7th, I had Ipswich. They finished 9th, so 2 places below where I expected. They were quite a way off the playoffs, really. It looks, 5 or 6 points, but in reality, they were quite a long shot off. And Ipswich Town, 7th, disappointed with that prediction. Now, you might be noticing that I've not mentioned my team yet. Fleetwood Town, I predicted 6th. At the start of the season, we had Ched Evans, Paddy Madden, Paul Coote, you know, Glenn Whelan, you know, Tom Edwards. We had a great squad. That crumbled. Evans gone. You know, Madden gone. You know, Coote gone. But we still had the likes of Wes Burns still, which was, you know, probably one of the only positives. We still had who did we still have? Alex Cairns. So, you know, we did lose a lot of our key players from the season before. And, you know, when you've only got Burns and Cairns and, you know, Connolly left as well, you're always going to struggle next year. And Fleetwood finished 15th in the league and 9 places below where I expected them to. Not a great year for the Cod Army. In 5th, I predicted Portsmouth. They finished 8th, 3 places below where I put them. And not a great season, but they've got the Cowleys now. They'll go again, and they've got to pick up the mess that the jacket era has done to them. At 4th, I said Blackpool. Now, this is the first team I've got correct to finish inside the playoffs. They finished 3rd and just in front of 4th, getting that 3rd spot with a good end of the season. Win only 2 defeats in their last 22 games and the best defence in 2021. Not a bad prediction for my standard. I predicted kind of Fleetwood's one of Fleetwood's main rivals to get in, And let's see how they do against Oxford in the playoffs. Third, I had Hull. I said they weren't good enough to win the league or go up. Well, they've done that. They went up and won the league. So, looked like a mug there. 2 places off where I said they would be. And they have to settle for third in my predictions. But again, making me look like a mug, going up as champions. Well done to Hull City. In second, I had Sunderland. Now, they finished 4th, quite a way off second. They look like they could have got in for a while. But again, quality-wise, a way off. And ended up finishing 4th. So I do not get an automatic position right. But at top of the league, I put Peterborough United, only 2 points off top of the league, and they go up as second, only 1 point off. So, you know, only 2 points off, only 1 place off. So I don't think that's a bad prediction. When you look at my predictions, I got Northampton right, Wimbledon right, Crewe right. I got, you know, Shrewsbury, Burton, you know, within 1, Doncaster within 1, Blackpool within 1, Peterborough within 1. And I've had a few howlers, you know, Wigan, Accrington Stanley, Fleetwood, yeah, cheers lads, Plymouth Argyle. So overall, I don't think they're too bad. Let me know how your predictions went on from the start of the season. Please drop a like rating if you did enjoy and subscribe if you're new. I'll be back for another video very soon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Up the Cods.